perfect flower. On a Sunday afternoon, going to see the splendor that I one day gone like the perfect flower. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Y'all know they said the best place to hide information from some folk, I ain't gonna say who, is to put it in a book. That's what they say. That's what they say. I don't want it to look too freaky up in here, so I'm gonna try to keep my body on one side of the place so y'all can read this book. And today, it's a little bit different. Okay? So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, whatever side of the diaspora that you're on. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mental House. With me, your host, Khadija. Now, when I turn the page, I'm going to be on this side. Right? That's what's going to happen when I turn the page. But right now, I'm on this page. So, with that being said, I hope that I can get a few of y'all to participate. Even because, y'all don't like to participate in too much stuff. I can look at my video with my contest, and maybe because I've been missing. But I didn't get no replies on that video. It was like, y'all, y'all can keep the shirts and whatever. So, look. I ain't even gonna speak on that no more right now. Let me deal with this. This is an inventory that I think that we all should take. Whew. This was hard for me, and it's still hard for me. And I let people know because somebody sent me a text, email, and said, you're not fixed. And I'm like, no, none of us are. In fact, working on your character, if you haven't been given good character, or in a household where good character was, I would say example, not told, because a lot of Christians or a lot of people in the church world, it was the mask that was worn extremely heavily. So I'm talking about authenticity. Okay? So with that being said, so I can keep my train of thought, I'm not perfect. This is a lifetime commitment to mental health for me. And I hope it is for you. Because Lord knows in our community, it's too many crazies. And I have to say it in that way. Like Chris Rock said, whatever happened to the word crazy? I ain't trying to dress it and put it on some patent leather shoes. Some of us got crazy behaviors. Some of us is crazy as a loon. Okay? Remind me when I was working in Maine Mental Health, and this lady was running around asking the doctor, and she was like, what's wrong with me? Why am I here? Why am I here? He said, because you're crazy as a loon, Dorothy. You're crazy as a loon. And you know what? A lot of y'all out there, a lot of us are crazy as a damn loon. It only come out in certain instances and situations. And so for those of y'all who don't know it and ain't even saying it, and y'all think it's all good, because that's how mama acts. She always act like that. Oh, that's how auntie is. She always go off like that. That's some crazy shit. And it needs to be addressed. And so if the other community, the dominant community is got mental issues, and they projected them onto us and beat us into a life that was never imagined for us. Can you imagine what the hell is going on in our cellular memory? Can you imagine what the hell is really swirling around in our cellular memory? Because we got to be, we have to wear a mask, because we certainly can't tell most of these people how we really feel. Otherwise, since they're in control of everything, we'll be fired from a job. We won't be able to live in any kind of peace. We will probably be arrested. If we really told them what we really think, and they have to be able to suppress, while other groups can look at their history and say never again and wear it proudly, we have to be ashamed of who we are. And if you don't think that that is psychologically damaging to you, then I'm telling you now, it is. So if you're going to look at the dominant society and allow them to be your role model, and they are insane themselves, because nobody could put that much dogma and stigma on a person without being freaking crazy. Okay, and so I don't really worry about the people that come under that umbrella, that have the complexion for the connection, because their mental illness is totally different than mine. Okay, mine is ongoing forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, just like racism is identified by race. Yes, some of us will overcome this. Yes, on a spiritual and a mental level and physical level, a lot of us. But you might have the cash, but you can't cash in your black ass face. Okay? So, but with that being said, I'm going to move on, because I don't want to stay right there. This is a number of questions dealing with how you feel about yourself, your life, and those around you. As you answer each one of these questions, please be sure to answer honestly and do not spend too much time dwelling on one question. Okay? There are no right or wrong answers, so take each question as it comes and answer as you usually feel. Okay? And tell the truth. So why don't you go and get you a piece of paper and a pencil? If you don't have your notebook with you right by your side, or your whatever you take notes in, because you're going to have to answer these questions. It ain't nothing you can just stick in your head, and that's what's wrong. You got enough stuff in your head anyway. There's more room out than in, so get it out your damn head and let's put it on a piece of paper. All right, let's start right there. Okay, I make enough time to do things for myself each week. Yes, or answer yes or no, whatever. Number 2, I spend a lot of time criticizing myself after an interaction with someone. Answer honestly, y'all. I would not be embarrassed if people knew certain things about me. I would not be embarrassed if people knew certain things about me. Sometimes I feel like I just waste a lot of time and don't get anywhere. That's me. I take good enough care of myself. I don't. It is usually best not to tell someone they bother you. It only causes fights and get everyone upset. I used to think like that. I'm happy about the way my family communicated when I was growing up. Hell no to the no, no, no. Matter of fact, I'm so sick and tired of being around church people and musicians sometimes that that's the only way that I got to recharge my batteries and really see that there was something wrong with, not wrong, but there was something different and a little psychotic about most of these people that I have been around my whole life, especially in ministry. Anyway, gotta move on. Sometimes I don't know how I really feel. Not in touch with my feelings. I am very satisfied with my intimate love life. Hell no to the no, no. Okay, let's keep going. I've been feeling tired lately. Yes. When I was growing up, my family liked to talk openly about problems. Nope. I often look happy when I'm sad or angry. Yep, I learned that in show business, learned that being in church. I'm satisfied with the number of and kind of relationships I have had in my life. Nope. Even if I had the time and money to do it, I would feel uncomfortable taking a vacation by myself. Yep. I remember these days. Yep. I have enough help with everything that I must do each day. I wish that I could accomplish a lot more than I do now. My family taught me to express feelings and affection openly when I was growing up. It's hard for me to talk to someone in authority, a boss, teacher, etc. When I am in a relationship that becomes too confusing and complicated, I have no trouble getting out of it. And if most of us would answer that correctly, never mind. Sometimes I feel pretty confused about who I am and where I want to go with my life. I am satisfied with the way that I take care of my own needs. I'm going to stop editorializing, you guys. I am not satisfied with my career. I am I usually handle my problems calmly and directly. I hold back my feelings much of the time because I don't want to hurt other people or have them think less of me. I don't feel like I'm in a rut very often. I am not satisfied with my friendships. When someone hurts my feelings or does something that I don't like, I have little difficult time telling them about it. I can have the conversation. I don't have to call them and cuss them out, or just call them and say, don't ever ask me this ever again. I can actually have the conversation. I can say, I'm very disturbed by what I saw here, and I don't know how this came about. I could be taking it wrong, but you know I heard you express so and so, so and so, and I don't know what you mean by that, because see, that's the way I talk. It's the way I come across. I think I've always had that skill. Thank God. There's a lot of skills I didn't have, but that wasn't one of them. Um, uh, I want I hold back my feelings much of the time because I don't want to hurt other people or have them think less of me. Okay, I read that. I don't feel like I'm in a rut very often. I am not satisfied with my friendships. When someone hurts my feelings or does something that I don't like, I have little difficult telling them about it. Did that one again too. When a close friend or relative asks for my help, more than likely I usually say yes anyway, even when I don't want to. 29, I love to face new problems and I'm good at finding solutions to them. Or, lastly, in part 1, I do not feel good about my childhood. Very important. I do or do not feel good about my childhood. Because what was something that was a misnomer for me is I wanted to blame every disorder or every energy on a person's childhood, which is not necessarily the case. This is not necessarily the case. And um, that is what the challenge is. But I do contend that if you do come to birth in one of these families that are highly dysfunctional, then it makes your chances very likely that you can develop some of those disorders. Okay? So, if you like what you hear, Please like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to be back in the next video with the other 30 questions. And I hope y'all was honest with your responses. And we'll see you in a minute.